You will not earn respect if you consistently engage in these 5 behaviors. Respect isn't handed out, it's gained through quiet effort, self-discipline, and how you conduct yourself when unobserved. The world doesn't yield to weakness. It tramples on it. If you feel ignored, disregarded, or considered unimportant, it's likely something about you encourages that response. There are 5 specific actions that will always cost you respect, behaviors that diminish your presence, cloud your thinking, and make you seem insignificant to others. Remove them, and the world will be forced to recognize your inner fortitude. The first model of behavior, needing acceptance. A man who constantly needs approval is essentially confessing his own insecurity. You can sense when someone is eagerly trying to be liked. Their laughter comes too easily, they agree too readily, and they dread rejection above all else. This hunger for external approval makes you predictable, easily manipulated. People see the strings and know they can pull them. They understand that your actions are driven not by conviction, but by a desire to please, which inherently lowers their esteem for you. But in this chase for acceptance, they lose their true selves. Marcus Aurelius cautioned us, stating, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." We need to ask ourselves, who are we truly living for? Is it the fickle admiration of others, the applause from the crowd, or something more profound and steady within us? A man who commands respect doesn't plead for acceptance. He proceeds with quiet self-assurance, understanding that genuine strength originates from within, anchored deep in his own principles, not from the hollow validation of others. His worth isn't determined by popular vote. The second model of behavior, being governed by feelings. A man without control over his own emotions is a captive to his impulses. When anger surges, he strikes out, often damaging relationships or his reputation in moments. When fear takes hold, he falters, missing opportunities that require courage. When doubt arises, he crumbles beneath its pressure, unable to persevere through difficulty. Think of the bridges burned by a single outburst, the trust eroded by impulsive decisions. It's not about not feeling emotions, they are part of being human. It's about not letting the storm inside capsize the ship. True power is found in command over oneself. Epictetus stated clearly, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Men who are respected don't simply react, they choose their response. They possess the discipline to pause, assess, and act deliberately, even when provoked or stressed. They don't permit passing feelings to dictate their words or deeds. They stay stable, resolute, and composed. This inner calm is magnetic. People are drawn to steadiness in a chaotic world. You will never command respect if you cannot first command yourself. Master your emotions, and the world will acknowledge your power. The third model of behavior, finding justifications. Weak men explain away their failures, strong men take accountability for them. There is no respect granted to the man who blames his situation, his history, the economy, or those near him for his own deficiencies. Each excuse reinforces the belief, both in himself and in others, that he is powerless, a mere pawn of fate, adrift without agency. But owning your situation, even the harsh parts, reclaims your power. It says, "This happened, but I decide what happens next," because the world is indifferent to excuses. Seneca expressed it plainly. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Every excuse you offer is like a self-imposed hindrance, a chain preventing forward movement. Every second spent complaining is a second surrendered to weakness, energy wasted that could have been used for solutions. Nobody respects the individual who declines to accept responsibility for his own life. This ownership, this refusal to play the victim, is the bedrock upon which respect is built. It's difficult, yes, requiring brutal honesty with oneself, but far less draining than the constant effort of constructing justifications. You are faced with two options: justify your lack of strength or overcome it. Only one path leads to respect. The fourth model of behavior: accepting stagnation instead of growth. A man content with past achievements who settles into a comfortable routine is a man who stops developing. And when development ceases, respect fades. Comfort is a siren's call, luring you onto the rocks of stagnation. It whispers that you've done enough, earned your rest, that striving is too hard. Too frequently, we become satisfied. We let our present condition define us, thinking that our accomplishments so far are sufficient. In that state of satisfaction, we cease pushing for improvement, whether in skill, knowledge, or character, and by doing this, we hinder our own potential. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Obstacles are opportunities for growth, not reasons to quit. If we opt for ease rather than challenge, we condemn ourselves to average results and internal decay. We allow our fear of failure, or perhaps even of success, to draw us into a state of inactivity. Stagnation is a slow death of the spirit, a quiet surrender that others sense even if you try to hide it. This is the unseen adversary that strips us of respect, including our self-respect. Genuine respect emerges from ongoing self-betterment, from extending the limits of what we think we can achieve. When we have the courage to confront discomfort and pursue continuous growth, we build a character that earns admiration and esteem. The ache of growth is preferable to the numbness of decline. We must refuse complacency. We must approach life with intensity and direction, constantly working to refine ourselves. The fifth model of behavior: words outweighing deeds. A man who constantly discusses his plans, his ambitions, and his perceived greatness, yet accomplishes nothing, lowers his standing with every hollow word. The world holds no respect for individuals who promise extensively but achieve little. Words are cheap currency. Actions are gold. When your actions consistently fall short of your pronouncements, you create a deficit of trust. People stop investing their belief in you. They learn your promises are unreliable. Your grand declarations become background noise. Action remains the sole true measure of a man. Heraclitus warned, "Character is fate." Your words do not shape who you are, your actions do. Each time you brag without substance, each time you speak of transformation but stay unchanged, you undermine your influence and credibility. Let your accomplishments speak for themselves. Build your reputation brick by brick through tangible effort, consistent follow-through, not hot air. Silence, paired with consistent, meaningful action, resonates far louder and earns far more respect than empty boasts ever could. Discard these poisons. Embrace the forge of discipline. This path isn't easy. It demands vigilance, honesty with yourself, and the courage to face your own shortcomings without flinching. There will be moments you falter, moments the old habits beckon like sirens promising ease and escape from responsibility. The temptation to seek easy validation, to let anger flare, to blame others, to rest on your laurels, to talk instead of doing, it will always be there. But the respect you seek isn't found in fleeting applause or hollow praise earned through conformity. It's found in the quiet nod of recognition from others who see your consistency, your integrity, your refusal to yield to the lesser parts of yourself even when it's hard. It's felt most profoundly in the unwavering gaze you can return to your own reflection in the mirror, knowing you are striving, fighting, becoming the man you were meant to be, day by arduous day. Build yourself into someone whose presence speaks louder than words, whose strength needs no announcement because it's evident in your bearing and your deeds. Become the man the world cannot ignore, not because you shout for attention, but because your character stands solid, like rock against the relentless waves. This is the true battle, fought not on grand stages, but within the quiet chambers of your own heart, and its victory echoes in silence, earning the only respect that truly matters, the respect that endures. If you're committed to this journey of forging strength and earning genuine respect, subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts or your own challenges in the comments below. Let's walk this path together.